there's a bunch of Ugandan artists, a bunch of people in Uganda who have classified themselves as artists, but they are not. They are purely entertainers in the cover of.
Being an artist is very difficult because in most cases people think when you showcase your art out there, or you showcase yourself, people think you make a lot.
Aye, Baba. And that's just the part of it. That's where the twist is.
They never know that you're spending to look the way.
But then again, that's the beauty in it. They decided to put up like a fee structure as a bare minimum that a poet can at least be paid.
Wow.
Like in Uganda shillings, which if you translate to Kenyan shillings might be violence. I will not state it here. For some of you, we shall be safe. And I'm telling you, the funny thing about the economy in Uganda, fellas are getting richer than the economy. You're poor alone in the country. So
I feel like Kenyan artists, they're like so bold and they're like risk takers. What is like, you know what? This is what's happening. This is how I'm going to address it. And I'm gonna call it
So guys, you know the tribe.
You know the vibe.
Okay, hello guys. We are back and we are on another episode here with amazing guest. He's from Uganda and she's from Kenya. So today's discussion we are talking about artistry in Kenya and artistry in Uganda. So guys, you know the tribe.
You know the vibe.
So let's go. You're going to introduce yourself so that we may know you. And after that, she's going to introduce herself.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely. I don't even know where to start from. It's difficult for us creatives to always keep going, go on and finish the whole lineup. And by the time I finish my introduction, it's a whole speech. So I am Sir Valentine by stage name. Decent born in East Africa, eastern part of Uganda. My full name is Etenu Joseph Valentine, and I have been in the creative space for quite a while. Meanwhile, while you're at this, by the way, I'm also a good host.
All right.
So, pleasure to be in Kisumu. Feels like home. More than anything, I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to.
Yeah, you know the vibe. All the way from 256. Yeah.
Okay, you.
I'm Emily K. Milan. I'm a poet, an author, and a teacher. I love being in this space. I love the vibe already. Yeah. I'm from Kisumu. Yeah. And I'm a poet.
Motherland. You're here.
I'm home.
She's home. She's home.
So guys, as we're going to start, I ask this. How does art pay in Uganda?
How does art pay in Uganda?
Yes.
So let's talk about the different parts of what terms of payment are we talking about? For my case, I'll speak for myself because this is me growing in the industry. I can't know what it looks like for the others. Okay, so this is for me. In my art form, the art form that we do in Uganda, which is poetry, very much so like any other. I think I would like to say any other place where poetry is growing. It's not so much a paying art. And sometimes you find the starving artist is trying to keep the art going. You go against the odds of what is believed in. But how does it pay, or do they pay? Depending on how much you grow in the space and how good you get at what you do and influential you get. So you get opportunities to perform like, say, in different organizations or different platforms like events, poetry events or something like that. I wouldn't say they pay because it is not easy to pay an artist also. Yeah. So I would say they facilitate. They facilitate you, man. So we could say, oh, well, man, we need you to, let me say, come and do for us a show and do for us about 2 pieces in such and such a thing. This is the concept. This is who we are. And we'd like for you to engage your poetry concerning whatever this is concerned. So you strike the deal based on, well, I'm available for dates A, B, C, D. And depending on how good you are, you negotiate depending on how good you are. So does it pay? It is. But is it a standard? I have to say this.
Is it sustainable?
Is it sustainable? That's a good question. So is it sustainable? That's a question we're addressing now. Just not so long ago, this year, about last month, I think. Yeah. So the Uganda Poetry sort of Association came up together and they decided to put up like a fee structure
Yeah.
as a bare minimum that a poet can at least be paid.
Wow.
Like in Uganda shillings, which if you translate to Kenyan shillings might be violence. I will not state it here. For some of you, we shall be safe. And I'm telling you, the funny thing about the economy in Uganda, fellas are getting richer than the economy. So you're poor alone in the country. So, but most importantly, it's not sustainable. So yeah, that's as far as this particular art is concerned. Other art forms are actually paying people, but also like this one, some of them are still struggling. But I think music is doing the best.
Oh, but music is doing the best.
Music, fashion.
I was about to ask that, which is the most paying art?
Excellent. I got into your question.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you're going to get from her?
Absolutely.
Art in Kenya, I feel like people have begun to appreciate poetry. People have begun to put some value in poetry in Kenya. And one of the ways that poetry pays in Kenya, you've seen many artists, someone having their own shows. Those are like independent gigs. You have partners and sponsors, they chip into the show. And then you manage to get some cash at the end of the show. And by getting gigs and events, maybe from organizations or from just artists coming together and partnering. And again, publications. I'm a published author. I've written an anthology titled Dreams and Demons with 3 other amazing Kenyan poets. And we make money from the publications. And I feel like, especially when it comes to self-publishing, it's something that has been embraced by most Kenyan poets. Please read Kenyan books. Kenyan poets are publishing books, but they read them.
Didn't you know it?
Yeah. That's a way that you can monetize your art and social media. When you look at something like TikTok and Instagram, a lot of Kenyan poets have like put their art out there. Some to a point, they're having subscriptions. People are paying to listen to their content.
That's right.
But this stems from a whole point of it's a gradual process. You just don't wake up and make money. It's a gradual process. Trying to earn the trust of people, trying to have people see your art to a point they can value it and give money for it. So it deserves a lot of you need a lot of consistency for you to get there, especially with social media.
Traveling the road less traveled.
Being an artist is very difficult because in most cases people think when you showcase your art out there, or you showcase yourself, people think you make a lot.
Aye, Baba.
Money,
and that's just the part of it. That's where the twist is.
They never know that you're spending to look the way.
But then again, that's the beauty in it.
You
see, the thing about artists, I think the reason that's why we probably are not taxed persons or citizens is because your fee is never really, it's never put to one thing. Your fee plays along depending on which stage you stand on.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So how you look, I think the whole thing about the look, the way you present yourself and everything else is just the brand itself. You become branded. Oh man, that is so relatable.
So in Uganda, what is the most interesting thing about artists in Uganda?
Oh, wow. That's a first. The most interesting thing about artists. I'll tell you the twist. This is where the plot twist is. The guys, so this is how it works. For me, in my eyes, and from my perspective, for whoever is watching this, please, you get me right. You can judge however I like. If you like, I beg, please get your lawyer and sue me. But this is in my point of view. So the guys who are very good in the industry are very, very few who are recognized. The ones who are actually loud and the ones who are so popular most of the times, like one of these days, the ones who are coming up, it's a lot of lacking stuff. I think at a particular point, I would say there's a bunch of Ugandan artists, a bunch of people in Uganda who have classified themselves as artists, but they are not. They are purely entertainers in the cover of that makes them artists in themselves. But for art to be art, I think one of the most powerful thing about art is it should be able to communicate. Depending on from wherever you stand, the perspective might be different, but the message is sent either way. And if that message doesn't make sense at a particular point, so I feel like people just wake up in Uganda and just cook up like some 4 or 5 lines, and they're like, "Ah, man, song is out," and it's done. Then you find the guys who are really good.
Yeah.
You listen to their stuff and you're like, where is the rest of the world? Are you guys hearing what I'm hearing like in my ears?
Yeah, true.
So we have this. So Energy Radio.
Yeah.
There is a program that we're doing. I happen to be. I would say I was one of the few people who also got the chance to be present with to do some. I think it's a background project Energy Radio is doing under DJ Harold.
Yeah.
And it's called Pen Sessions. So you get to do creative work on the mic, and you just go and cook in the studio.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you can record your poetry. You can record. I've done this myself. You can record your music and just release bars for bars. And the guys who do whatever, the whole production is like there. And then you can freestyle. You can cook it up. So we'd meet like perhaps in a week every single Friday.
Yeah.
And so I remember this one time experience. We got in there, and I've been listening to Ugandan. There's some Ugandan music I listen to. I will not set some for safety.
I question. There's this song that is currently. I don't know if it is a song or it is just a head.
Oh yeah.
There's this wah wah wah.
You know what?
Yeah. You know, that is the only part of that song
that you
I
get.
think I know.
Okay.
Wah wah wah.
You know what?
So I'm asking myself, is there other part
Of the
that
song?
Of the song? Tell us.
To be honest,
Yeah.
just like you, we're in the same boat. As to whether it has other parts or not, I think where the vibe hit everyone is where everyone went with. So did it apply to me?
Does it have a meaning? Does
That's-
wah 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 aniwa mean something in Uganda?
Bro, that's just crazy. That's the thing I was talking about. The art has originality. It has a beauty about it. But at a particular point, I'd be like, where are we going again? But you get, the vibe is there.
Yeah, the
it doesn't
vibe is
limit.
there,
Let me
yeah.
tell you something about Ugandan art. The beauty about it is it can hit, and it will really hit everyone around.
Yeah.
But then sometimes you guys someone can like ask, what's the meaning? And we're also like, we also don't know, but we're here. And so we just go, we roll up with the vibe.
Because
So
that's
like,
what I've been asking myself. This song is trending. It's
Yeah.
everywhere. And
that's a
then
good
it is
question.
just wah wah wah. And
When you say wah,
for 1 minute, for 3 minutes, for 10 minutes, that is
And
the
it's a
only
vibe.
thing. Yeah, it's a vibe.
no, but it makes sense like the Amapiano thing. You've seen Amapiano?
Yeah.
How? You're like Abuchu. What's wrong with Abuchu? It's like a sneeze or something.
Yeah.
And then this one, I would think, yeah, because when I think, Abuchu, choo, choo, choo. Someone made the thing and it was all over the world. And
Yeah.
it made them a billion.
Billion
This
of
guy
dollars.
is touring the world with the wah 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 in the
He's
wah.
going
He's
everywhere.
making
He was in
everywhere money,
Kenya.
man.
Wow.
And we are here saying the man is not creative. So I will not.
I think it is the dad now. The dad.
Yes, the dad. You know, that's true.
Yeah.
The fact that
Yeah.
the dad is the one who is going around the world,
Uh-huh.
I honestly feel like if you have a father like this guy, yeah,
You can do wonder.
I'm telling you, art is madness. You walk around and
Ask
check on
something.
poets.
Do Ugandans judge that dad?
Do they?
Do they judge him?
Do they judge him?
Yes.
Oh my
the
goodness.
dad.
You should see how they embrace him.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
It's crazy. It's until the rooms, when people get back to rooms of thinking
Yeah.
and they want to get back maybe to their moral compass and just think about things like, but yo, let's think about it for a minute. What are we doing? That's when people get back and be like, oh, damn, I think we got caught up with the vibe
Oh, yeah.
and
yeah.
just forgot the whole thing. So
So
it's,
you're going to tell us what is
Yeah.
what do you think is amazing about Kenyan art?
I like the style
Yeah.
and the diversity of
Oh,
Kenyan
yeah.
art. Mostly when it comes to poets, like the poets with their pieces in English, in Kiswahili, and then we have the sheng,
Yeah.
we have the punchlines, you know. There's just a style about Kenyan poets. When you listen to a Kenyan poet, you can tell, they're Kenyan. And I feel like that style like really stand out. And that being said, do you know like in the world poetry slam, the first runners up was from Kenya.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's smooth, man.
Dominion, yeah.
damn.
All the way to Mexico.
Called Dominion.
Yeah.
Dominion. I had that name
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, you live up to your name.
Yeah.
You.
And the former was the 7th worldwide.
Sure.
So you can see how now we are like Kenyans are placing out ourselves.
Yeah.
Even worldwide as poets.
Yeah.
So I feel like the style is like really selling out and the diversity. And there's just the vibe, you know.
Oh,
And
And
yeah.
I feel like Kenyan artists have the freedom
Yeah.
to do so many. Do you guys have a freedom?
in Uganda. When we do wah in the war, what do you think? Like freedom is at its absolute best.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
The freedoms that comes with the government now.
With government.
Yeah, Kenyan artists can attack the government.
Can attack government.
Yeah, we have songs like One Time. We have songs.
You see things like that. They can face the government with their
head on.
I think as far as that particular freedom is concerned, we may need to put some question marks, man. Because honestly, I think, to be honest, Ugandan art is rich. Ugandan art is so real and so rich. It has a culture of the people, and the people there understand it even when you feel like when I'm just saying wah in the wah, for me, there is this term that is used in Luganda. We have a lot of indigenous languages in Uganda. So in Luganda, it can be like wa to be like wapi. That's like a kind of wapi thing. So for me, when I think about wah in the wah, it can be something like wapi in the wapi. But freedom, as far as that is concerned, that is a rather interesting question. I wouldn't know particularly, but I'd like to think not as much. But I think we have the ability to create, and the freedom is rich in itself.
Yeah.
And I think you can also do that abstractly, but not directly. Now, you guys have, I think, a violent spirit. It's just the waiting. Cook it now. Get ready.
No, let it come.
It's coming. Cook, throw, and pour.
It's bold. I feel like Kenyan artists, they're like so bold. And they're like risk takers.
Yeah.
One is like, you know what, this is what's happening. This is how I'm going to address it. And I'm going to call it One Time. Or whatever I'm going to. They
For
come
real.
for you.
Man.
Yeah, like there was this thing. I think if it were in Kenya, it would be a different story. There's this MP in your country that was trending. The guy is sick. I don't know if it is sick or that is nature.
Okay.
But he cannot even speak. But he's vying for a seat. I don't know if it is true or it's just AI.
No, it's never really AI. Let me tell you something about Ugandan politics. Oh my goodness. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's near to an interesting circus. I honestly find it's fun being Ugandan. I don't know. Like with this government, sometimes I think about how much we desire for change in my country. But I think a lot of us don't even pay attention to who has the ability, who can step into this guy's shoes and fit. And not that I wouldn't want to say that he has done so excellently well, but I mean, there's no man who cannot rule without failure. Okay? So it definitely has his weaknesses. But as far as this thing is concerned, bro, like Uganda, those things you see on memes, they are as real as they come. They are never cooked there. In fact, as a matter of fact, most of them are they're never really even like rehearsed or anything. They are gotten live and translated into memes. They're like, this one goes.
Wow.
It's a winner.
I was wondering because if he was a Kenyan, that man he would have just decided not to vie for that
anymore, because Kenyans will come at you and they won't lie to you, and they'll do it boldly.
As we went up, the funny part about that clip was he's speaking, but we can't understand. Then there is a translator telling us what this guy has spoken. And his sentence was just like 30 seconds. And the translator is talking for 2 minutes.
Thank you.
I was like, what is this?
You remember that translator Trevor Noah was talking about in the guy was doing the sign language.
Yes.
And the guy kept doing the same stuff, making circles and then hitting those points of smoking. And he kept doing that for even when President Barack Obama was doing his talk show.
Wow.
And man, they cut him off.
Wow.
I think he was arrested.
Wow. So as we wind up, you'll tell us how people can find you online.
Oh, wow.
You do the same.
Man, I appreciate you having us here, man, today. I'm honored to be in this space. So find me on my socials at sa.valentine_007. That's on Instagram, X, some still call it Twitter, and TikTok, which I recently just got into. Snapchat, I'm still getting there, but we're on.
You can find me on Instagram at Emily_K_Milan. Milan with a MILLERN. Milan.
Yeah.
On Facebook, on YouTube at Emily K. Milan. On TikTok too at Emily K. Milan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, just one moment. One hint for the road. So I also happen to belong to a very wonderful poetry house in Uganda. Yeah. It is called Ladu Poetry House. You guys, if you have some time, wherever you are in the world and you're watching this right now, you need to come to Uganda and be at Ladu. I tell you, Ladu translates for thunder.
Ooh.
And I tell you, in that space, you'll feel it. So Ladu, it's under Mark Gordon, my director, and I happen to be a seasoned host. That's why I do most of my emceeing gigs outside other spaces. You can find me also in that house.
Okay, I'm visiting Uganda soon. I need to come to Uganda.
We need to go there and feel that thunder.
Yeah, we need to have the experience of being in Uganda.
Yeah.
So thank you for coming. And as we wind up, the tribe.
You know the vibe.
But you know the vibe. We are the tribe.
See you again, guys.
One time.
Thank you.